So, a few days ago, the trailer for the new Saints Row reboot was announced. In short, it was garbage. If you want to see it, search up Saints Row announcement trailer and watch it there. But it will be also playing in the background if you want to watch that. But I'm not here to talk about that though. I'm here to talk about the new developer trailer and go over some of the things that stood out to me. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Saints Row franchise has existed and done so many amazing things.
Where do you go from there? It's kind of hard to figure out.
Naturally, we looked at all the things that we've done in the past. But the more we did that, the more we started to discover we're actually blocking ourselves from the massive creativity we have at the studio.
If we were to zoom out a little bit, I mean, the goals for this product, it's about making the best Saints Row game we've ever done.
Now, there is two ways you can take what he said to mean. He said the more they looked on past games, the more he felt it was blocking their creativity. So in other words, he's essentially saying that they aren't creative enough to make a Saints Row game that was in the spirit and had the identity of the previous Saints Row being 1 and 2. This goes into another thing that was said in an interview. It was said that the Saints Row is a product of its time. How the fuck is that a product of its time? Because game culture, it still exists, and it's kind of worse. It still exists. There's no reason that a hardcore gang story cannot be told today, which leads to another thing he said. Another interpretation of what he said is that they don't want to be canceled, so they just decided to play it safe, and make Saints woke instead. Now, the next thing that stood out to me in this developer update was when they go into a little more detail about the characters. So, my initial impressions of these characters were that we have Discount Wrench from Watch Dogs 2, Discount Steve Urkel, and Discount Kenzie Kensington. But after this video, it wasn't too far off. Let's start with Eli. Basically, he's just Steve Urkel if he was a businessman. Then there is Nina, who they say loves family and cars. She's literally Dom in female form. If she don't say, I don't have friends, I got family, I'm a riot. Kevin is a fucking chef. So why the fuck isn't he in the kitchen? None of these characters' motivations seem logical. None of these characters seem intimidating, and their motivations is for student loans. Seriously, peak creativity here, guys. Peak creativity.
Each of the enemy factions approach you from different angles. They look and play distinctly from each other.
My name is on the goddamn building! thing.
Marshall is an international corporation. They just happen to have their headquarters here in Santo Ileso.
They are strategic assassins. They've got high-tech, bleeding-edge technology, and they're designed to secure and lock you down.
In contrast, Panteros is all about muscle and physical power.
They're part of the soul of Santo.
They're tough and brutal, and they favor melee attacks and heavy weaponry to come at you with full force.
You're messing with the Panteros, you're messing with strength.
Ladies and gentlemen of Santo Ileso.
Then there's the idols.
The idols are something completely different.
They're self-styled anarchists. They see themselves as icons in a new world order.
They're a cult of personality, and what they lack in combat sophistication, they make up in numbers, and so they try to swarm the player.
And finally, the rival games. Probably the only kind of interesting, but not really. They seem kind of weak as well. The Panteros are the only gang in this game. The only gang that looks like a gang in this game, but they also seem kind of weak. They're just a reskin of the Brotherhood. The Marshals are just Stag, and the idols are discount deckers. It seems from the gameplay, the only one who seems like they'll actually put up a fight are the Marshals, because they're the only people I saw shooting back. Everybody else was more melee oriented. I don't. It just feels like it'll kind of be easy, watered down for kids, all that shit. Overall, the game looks absolute garbage, from the characters to the plot. For those who say wait for gameplay, y'all are clowns who knows absolutely nothing about Saints Row. Gameplay is not going to save this game. Saints Row is a single player experience. If the characters suck and the story sucks, how can you enjoy the gameplay? Because you still gotta deal with the characters. If they annoying as fuck, I ain't gonna be enjoying the gameplay, bro. That's just how it is. This is what happened with the Last of Us Part 2. It had good gameplay, but the story was trash. Plus it was woke as fuck. Nobody liked that, so it failed. So all y'all are saying wait for gameplay, wait for more gameplay, y'all just need to shut the fuck up. Alright, with that being said, peace and thanks for watching.